It's Week 16 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see this team's superstar running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one. And it comes your way next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and
stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Patterson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
we have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
Open man, left side, he's got it. A pickup of 14 on that ball. That's enough for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. What a year. Catch number 95 on the season.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Has a touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
What a start here defensively. The offense comes out trying to establish a little ground game, and this defense looks like they knew what those first 2 calls were going to be all along, taking them back for a loss and sets up a 3rd and long. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And now the punting unit will come up as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw for the touchdown. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
From the 6, here comes a return. he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll check this down to the running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. I mean, he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain there of 11. And that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Slot receiver headed right. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll turn and hand this one off. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So after 1, 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 6. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On the carry, it's Patterson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's a run of the gut. Powering forward, he's in for the score. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and his guys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They bring the tight end in motion. He's got the hook up here. It is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And a first down.
To the ground, a first down run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion right. He'll try to run for it. They get 22 yards there. That's enough for a first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, a loose football. The defense has got it. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And a deep hole gets even deeper. This has been one-sided right from the start, and this first half nightmare continues.
In a league, Mike, where we see so many close games and there's such parity, every now and then it just seems one team is just clearly dominant, clearly in control of the game, and so far in this first half, that's what's unfolding in front of us. We'll see if they can get back into it in the second half, but up until this point, this team is in complete control.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And a first down.
Right back to Watson, another grab. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They bring their tight end right. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in cut. He's got it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw again. This one complete right side.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
His kick is good. And his guys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That's caught! And he will take this one in. 78 yards. It's a touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming.
It's 3rd and 7.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. The rookie from Texas A&M. Nice throw on that one to get a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is in. Has a touchdown. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards and a 1st down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Taking off. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. The man in motion is Watson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. 3rd and long. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the visitors cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
First down throw there is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
First down and one shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
And he's in for the touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And his guys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now this team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense on what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Tight end on the move left. He'll look to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now a give up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The ball carried by the running back. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone for the score. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point is good. And his guys add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
Results in first down.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in. And he's got the first down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll look to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Tight end going in motion here. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
The man in motion is Watson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They bring their tight end right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. We're about ready now for the punt. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one complete to Watson. And he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st, getting it up to the 36. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now the return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.